What's this look like to you all? No guesses? Yeah, you know what it is. It's an 870, Remington 870, an American classic. You could call it an icon, I think. Wow, this thing rides and has ridden in so many police cruisers for so many decades. It should be a gun that many people have seen, even if they're not into firearms. They've seen them in the hands of policemen all over, police personnel all over the country and world, I would guess. This one, the Remington 870, is old wooden stocked and wooden forearm version. These guns can be still found. Many guns now that police carry are, they've got different things on them now, and most of them are polymer, I suppose. You still see a few of these, but this is just a neat old gun. The old classic finish, and especially with the wood, just really nice. We thought we'd give it a little special attention today, since it is a Remington 870 and it's an American icon for sure. And just shoot it. We're going to shoot some slugs in it. We're going to shoot some bird shot. We're going to shoot a variety of targets. We got a lovely Miss Zombie there we're going to take a shot at, I think. We've had those targets around for a while. And just some cans and bottles and some of the usual things. Not too many shots. It's pretty cold out here today, and this thing kicks a little bit for some reason, doesn't it? So we're going to take a few shots with that. Speaking of the police, let's look at what we have here on the table. You remember when Steve Lee was up, maybe in October, he brought a couple of roo skins, as he called them. So we have a couple of kangaroo skins. This one he brought for us to keep, and he brought one that we could auction off and do whatever we wanted to do with that. We used to auction some things off just to help with the ammo fund and everything. We've kind of gotten away from doing that. Done a couple of charity things, and it's kind of what we're going to do with this. We're going to package this. This is an Eastern Gray kangaroo, for those of you who don't know your kangaroos, and I believe that's what he called it. We're going to package it with a CD from Steve, and he has actually signed it. Yeah, didn't know he was literate, did you? He can write his name and everything. He's a pretty sharp guy. Here's a handsome dude. This is a picture, I just signed this a minute ago, of the famous pumpkin that kind of went viral on us there. So the old pumpkin carving thing. So we're going to package all of that together and put that on eBay. So you can check the description of this video, and also in my profile I'll put the eBay link back up. We haven't done that for a while. So that'll be out there, and we'll donate that to, I think it'd be appropriate to donate that to the local American Criminal Justice Association. They do a lot of work in the local colleges with students that are studying criminal justice, so it'd be kind of appropriate. So we'll make sure that gets to the right place, and we appreciate you bidding on that. So, by the way, he does pay a lot for these things. I believe they were somewhere between $75 and $100 a piece. It's not easy to, I guess, come by a kangaroo skin, even in Australia. Who knew that? But I know it's not easy to find one here in the States. It's hard to find them in the county where I live, anyway. So be on the lookout for that, and we'll keep you posted on that. So, back to the 870. Let's move this over here and let you take a better look at it. Now this one is, as I say, it's an older model. It is an Express Magnum, so it will fire 3-inch shells. And I think the early ones were probably 2 3/4. It's nice to have a 3-inch chamber. That way you can fire either one. I always look for a 3-inch chamber when I buy a shotgun, old one or a new one, and most of them that you find do. So that's always nice. And this one, I believe someone's done some refinishing perhaps on the wood. It's really in good shape and looks good, feels good. So this gun, this is the kind of gun you can find at a gun show, actually. These old police trade-ins and things, pretty reasonably priced. You don't have to have a souped up $1,000 shotgun or $600-700 shotgun. These things will get the job done. You might find one for $200 or $300 somewhere, and they will work just as well, really, as almost anything else. So something to keep in mind. Shotguns don't have to be that expensive. Even some of the new ones are not that expensive. But the good old Remington 870, been around forever, used in, I know, in Vietnam. I think, along with the Mossberg, that this one is actually I don't know, sanctioned or adopted by the U.S. military. I believe they use this and the Mossberg. I could be wrong on that. Some of you folks that are in the military can chime in on that one. But this and the Mossberg, I guess 590, are two of the most, popular pump shotguns out there today, or the Mossberg 500 for that matter. And there's some others on the market today. So classic shotgun. Let's just take a few shots with it. And I don't know what we want to shoot. Let's do a few more bird shot first here. Get warmed up. By the way, the safety is right there. You notice the safety is protruding. That means it's on safe. So when you're ready to fire, you just push that and you're ready to go. Okay. So let's load a few of these up. These are some of my tree trimming rounds, but they work for other things too. And we have a variety of targets, as I said. We'll just take a few shots here close by and out at range. I think I better take the zombie out. You don't ever want to get in the habit of leaving even a zombie target unscathed for too long. It could really create a bad habit. So we got to take that one out early. All right, now we're free and we're safe to deal with whatever else we want to deal with. So let's try a couple of slugs, since I'm a glutton for punishment. These are 1 ounce Winchester slugs, Foster slugs, because we have some soda bottles here just begging to be blasted. Let's go out there first, try that. Mr. Green. Okay. Whoa. Quite a difference when you hit it, huh? Make short work of that. I guess while we're at it, we might as well take this one. Let's see, maybe I'll take a step back. I don't really need a shower. It's really cold out here. Whoa. Made mist out of that thing. Woo! Wonder if I can hit the gong with this. I've never shot this at long range, this one. Yeah, couldn't hear it, actually. Let's try a couple more while I'm playing with slugs and I'm suffering the abuse. I'm a little bit spoiled by my my ghost ring sights on my Remington 870. This one actually is John's. I have the one with the Scattergun Tech track lock, rear sights on it, and I love those sights. And this will shoot just as well. I mean, this gun is just as accurate. It's just a matter of knowing where to hold. I didn't see that one hit the leaves, so I'm going to hold a little bit lower. I think it might have gone into the wood. Yeah. Okay. It's got a pretty nice trigger. That one got off a little bit before I meant. So I might have hit anything with that one, or at least in the dirt. Yeah, I'm holding pretty low, actually. Oh, wow. Knocks the heck out of the gong, doesn't it? Woo! That's kind of fun. Let's put some shot back in now. I'm surprised. I was holding almost down in the leaves on that thing for it to hit it. That first one probably went about 6 inches high. No problem telling when you hit. Y'all know, you've seen me out here with shotguns before. Shotguns are just a lot of fun. I know they're considered hunting, implements and defensive implements largely. But they're just a lot of fun to shoot, and in a lot of ways they're not any more expensive than than going and buying some of that $20 a box pistol ammo. So you can get quite a few shotgun shells pretty reasonably. So if you have a place where you can shoot and set up some targets, they can be a lot of fun. You know what? I think that zombie needs another hit. Ooh. 10 cans. All right, what else here is close up? Let's try that Mr. Blue target there. We're empty. All right. Puts a world of hurt on that thing, doesn't it? Really swings it. That's a pretty heavy target. You know what I had? Yeah, that was kind of fun slinging those slugs out there. I'm gonna put a few more in there. We didn't set up our animal targets. We didn't figure we'd be shooting at them. And let's just put a couple more. I'll tell you what. Yeah, let's do that. We'll put a couple more on the gong, just for kicks. Nice. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a couple of bird shots in there. And you notice we do have one of our 5-gallon jugs here. So I have a slug coming up first. I'm going to get a little closer. And let's just work on him a little bit. Whoa! That was a pretty good strategy. You know, normally we just put slugs in, and we followed up with some bird shot. And I just happened to know, it always pays to know what's in your gun and in your magazine. Of course, in a really stressful situation, you know, you can't rely necessarily on your memory, but I happen to know that there's a slug coming up, that last one. So we need to go back to, yeah, we don't have anything else here I'm forgetting about. You know, actually, nah, we don't. That one's shot. Okay, I'm going to put one more on the gong. Boom! Oh, that's nice. Nothing like a shotgun to have fun with, I'll tell you what. They are just a blast, no pun intended. And you can't really beat a Remington 870. They're just wonderful old guns. They're a little hefty. They've got a steel receiver, you know, unlike some of the newer ones with alloy. Well, I won't mention any names, but some shotguns have an alloy receiver, and they're probably just as strong. You know, my Benelli has an alloy receiver. But there's just something about a good old steel and wood gun. I guess I'm a little bit of an old school traditionalist guy in some ways, even though I like the new stuff too. Remington 870, one of the most popular police shotguns on the planet. And they're around, you know, you can find them, as I said, at gun shows, gun shops, sitting there. I don't know, maybe 250 bucks, you know, something like that sometimes. Just a really good shotgun, maybe even less, a little bit more, just depends. But that is it, an American icon, Remington 870. And, you know, I guess I probably, well, you know what, I think I need a couple more shots. Just a couple more, is that okay? Yeah. Don't y'all forget now the eBay link, like I said, and we might just go out shooting here. Take a few more shots. Why? Because it's just too much fun. All right. Gotta be careful you don't short shuck them, of course, but they're a blast. That's Hickok having a lot of fun and signing off. Life is good.